Good afternoon and welcome back to the Dalí Universe, and thank you for following our Inside the Dalí Universe series. We've looked at a sculpture every week, and this week is the turn of a sculpture that has a religious significance. And in fact, this sculpture, a large version, a museum edition of this sculpture, is actually part of the Vatican collection in Rome. Our company president, Mr. Benjamin Levy, donated to Pope John Paul II a version of the sculpture, which can be seen in the Vatican Museum in Rome, if you are ever visiting. And this artwork for Dalí was important because in the latter part of his life, he became more and more religious. And of course, St. George was a knight, he was a crusader, he was a saint, and here we see him spearing the dragon. And here we see Salvador Dalí turning to a religious figure, which for him was not that common. We looked at the homage terpsichore, we look at the soft clocks, we don't necessarily associate Salvador Dalí as being quite so religious, but he was in fact. And here, again, we see these lines of perspective going into the landscape, just as he worked this way, the single vanishing point we see on the sculpture. And we see this time and time again in his works on paper and on his three-dimensional works. The idea of the Renaissance perspective for Dalí was very important. So this artwork is an idealized vision of a figure, of a saint. There's no actual facial detail in the features of St. George. And in fact, this is something that Salvador Dalí did quite a lot in his sculptures. He doesn't actually make it a portrait, it's an idealized vision of the saint. And this sculpture, as with all the sculptures in our collection, you can actually see in the catalogue resume. It's a beautiful work and I hope you appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.